Hello, everybody. So today I'm gonna be telling another story. I haven't done these in a while though, so I'm sorry if you guys enjoyed them, but I haven't gotten to them lately because I've been uploading a lot of minor videos. I've just been trying to get back on track with the whole uploading schedule, but I mean I've been on the daily for a week. Anyways, since I'm talking a million miles an hour, because it's really late right now and I'm pretty tired. It's like midnight and I have school tomorrow. Well, it's not even midnight yet. It's around 11. Um, Anyways, I want to be telling a story about when I saw a drug deal happen in person, and it's kind of crazy. I mean, just hear me out. So this was about, I'd say, 3 months back. I was on my iPhone, okay, and like it was using up a hell of data, and I was on Wi-Fi because I was at my house, and it was using up a bunch of Wi-Fi, or not Wi-Fi, a bunch of data, and so um, I like my mom kept getting these notifications like sent to her phone because she runs our she like owns our like our Wi-Fi, or she pays for the bill, and they kept sending us because it's Verizon, so they kept sending us messages saying, you used up 75% of your gigs, used up 95%, and it said like our literally like our data restarted like it because our data restarts like 2 weeks into the month, and it was like a few days later and it was already at like 90% done, or like 90% out of data. And so I was like, this is pretty crazy. So my mom and we went over to the Verizon store, and while we were walking in the door, I saw this really, really sketchy guy. He was smoking a cigarette out front because there was a FedEx right next to the place, because it's almost like one of those strip mall type of places where it's like like a big section of like a few stores, and then it breaks apart, and then there's a road between it, and the next there's you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, we saw this really, really sketchy guy, and he was wearing these baggy jeans, and he was smoking a cigarette, and he had on some greenish hoodie. It was like a darker green hoodie, and it had a Zelda logo on the front of it. And he was sitting there smoking a cigarette. He had like a brownish type of beard on, or a brownish type of beard, like one of those short ones, and some shorter hair. Looked like he didn't take a shower. And he was standing there waiting. Like, I don't even know what he was waiting for. He was just leaning up, and so I mean, he obviously didn't work at Verizon because he wasn't dressed like a Verizon worker, and he wouldn't be standing out front of Verizon smoking a cigarette if he did work there. So anyways, he was standing out front, and I didn't, and it was really weird. And he had his hands in his pocket, and then he would take them out occasionally, flick the cigarette, the little ashes off, and check his phone. It was really weird, and I only know this because while we were parking, I saw him, and then when we were walking in, it was pretty sketchy, and I saw him. And then while we were waiting on the people to sign in, or like get us someone to help us, I was kind of like watching out the window because like it's a big glass thing. Like the whole like store's basically glass, and then there's like these two little doors that you walk through, and then glass to the other side is a bunch of it. It's like it's pretty. I mean, I wouldn't say cool, but it's just different than other Verizon stores I've seen. But so this guy's standing out there, and he's looking pretty shady, and so I'm watching him. I'm seeing what he's doing. Some random guy, he pulls up in a car, and I think it was like a Honda Accord or something like that. He pulls up in a car. It's a silver one, and they he talks for a second. He sits in the car, and he just hands him a little like a lunch bag, those little like brownish ones. He hands him one, and the guy gives him a couple a couple bills, and I couldn't really, I was too far away to see what it was because they were just sitting out front of the car, out front of the FedEx, next to the Verizon, and so I didn't see how much money he gave him. All I saw was a wad of cash, and he just kind of threw it in his pocket, and then he checked his time, looked both ways, like, or not his time, but like checked his phone, and then looked both ways, and then just walked his own way. And it was pretty sketchy. Like, it was so shady. And the guy drove off like a bat out of hell. He took off out the parking lot, and even the guy that was like the security guard over at the Verizon store, he was like, that was kind of weird, because over at the Verizon store they have like two security guards, and they one of them was just standing by the door, and he holds the door for people when they come in sometimes, and so he was just like, well, that was a little bit weird, because he was watching the guy too, because he said that he looked kind of weird, because I heard him talking to one of the other like customers or associates or whatever they are. It was really weird, and so I told my mom about it, and she thought it was kind of funny. But I mean, this happened. This wasn't that long ago. Actually, it was just a couple months ago. So, but it was pretty shady. And the guy, he was just shady. But the guy that pulled up in the car, I mean, he just looked like an average guy, t-shirt on, and that's all I saw. I didn't see his pants or anything. He's probably wearing pajama pants or some or jeans. I don't know. But just a real just an old Accord. That's about it. And I mean, I'm pretty sure it was a drug deal. Just how shady the guy looked, and then you know that the grubby ass car that the guy was driving, and then the fact that he gives him a paper sack out of his pocket, the pocket that he had like on the cover on like on the front of his hoodie, he just gives him the fucking paper sack like nothing, and the guy gives him a cash. It's like, well, that's cool. It was just really really shady. I mean, uh, but I haven't really told anybody else about the story because I didn't really think it was too important, but just throw it up on here because I mean I seem to get quite a bit of views on those stories. So I mean you guys might like them or must like them at least if you watch them that much. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. By the way, I'm not sure what I'm throwing in the background of this video because I don't know. I have this USB that I always plug on my PlayStation to put the videos on that I want to put on here for like background, but I'm probably running with some Advanced Warfare. I don't even know. But I gotta get a new USB pretty soon. I don't really do much. I mean, I go to the weight room after school, come home, eat dinner. Man, I'm exhausted. So, yeah, I'll probably try and pick one up this weekend so I can start throwing on some better gameplays and stuff. Also, there's gonna be a montage coming up pretty soon. Actually, it's a team taj for Namix. So, we got Envisions, Poles, which is me, and Envisions is Brady. We got Clipper, who is Brian. He's a new member of the team. We got Ghost, who is Noah. He's also a new member. And that's all we have so far. But we might be recruiting some other people sometime soon. We just gotta, do some tryouts. And they gotta be kind of locally. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. And I will see you guys later.